Hi there. This is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. I am your host, Shawn 1113. Thank you for listening to this podcast. It's going to be a short podcast today. And I'm recovering from a sinus cold, so that's why it's going to be a short one. But thank you for listening to this podcast. Wherever platform you're listening to, wherever you may be, anywhere in the world, I appreciate it very much. If the best way to contact me is at Shawn47k at gmail.com. That's Shawn, S-H-A-W-N, at 47k at gmail.com. Or via voice message on Spotify for podcasters.com. And with that, it's going to be a short one today. First of all, what's upcoming at this week, as of this episode of this podcast? The Open Golf Championship will be taking place. My thoughts, it's going to be another wide open one. You're going to be the John Rahm, the Brooks Koepka, Cameron Smiths. But to me, Tommy Fleetwood is the one that it's beyond time for him to win. And that's going to be my pick. My pick will be Tommy Fleetwood to win the Open Championship this year. And if he doesn't, I don't know when he's going to win. Scotty Scheffler will certainly be in the mix as well. But in my opinion, Tommy Fleetwood, I think it's time for him to win a major. He's been close. And, of course, remember Fitzpatrick. There's a whole bunch of golfers. But my pick is Tommy Fleetwood win the Open Golf Championship this weekend. This coming major time. Now the Major League Baseball second half of the standings are already taken underway. In the American League, very interesting races. I believe the Twins probably will hold off Cleveland. Tampa Bay and Baltimore and Toronto, that might be a three-team race. I really do. I think, but I think it's wide open right now in the East. Can Tampa Bay hold off Baltimore and Toronto? I don't know. We'll find out. Although it's going to be so much fun in both leagues, who goes to the wild card. Texas, Houston is surging as usual. Maybe the LA Angels. I'm not so sure for the wild card. But like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see in the American League. And likewise in the National League, I think this is Atlanta's and National League Championship to lose. In the West, it's gotten really interesting because the Dodgers, my Dodgers, are surging, and so do the Giants, actually. Diamond, I think Arizona is dropping back a little bit. Maybe the most disappointing team in all of baseball is not the Yankees, but the Padres. Will they surge? Will they make a surge in the second half? I don't know. Brewers and Reds. We'll see. Reds are fluttering though, so but the Brewers have a 2.5 game lead in the Central. We'll see though. I mean, the wild card, I don't know. I really don't know. But we'll find out about Major League Baseball. Of course, incoming football, Major League, NFL, college football. I'm going to actually make, probably sometime in August, my picks for the NFL divisions and predictions and winners and possible wildcard playoffs. Since it's now 7 apiece for both conferences, AFC and NFC. More and plus also incoming college football picks this year. Sean Steele's college football picks will be coming up this year. Also as NFL picks. I'm trying to debate how I do it. I'm going to try to do it a little different, but the one thing I do know for sure, it's going to be the same one that is going to be via NFL pick one. I'll put that link in the description if you want to find out about NFL pick rights. But that's the easiest way to make picks for me. Via YouTube, whatever, maybe podcast, what have you. That's where it's going to be coming from, the college and NFL picks as well this fall. But I'm looking forward to that. And then the MLB playoffs coming, then NBA, then NHL, and then more. I mean, everything is ongoing as time goes on. As you know, as time goes on. And with that, I ran out of words. This is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. Again, for housekeeping purposes, if you like this content, please contact me at shawn47k.com via email or leave a voicemail message on Spotify for podcasters.com. And thank you, whatever, and like I said, thank you for whatever platform, Podcast Addict, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeart, Podbean. I mean, too many to mention. I could I add a couple of new ones as well, but whatever you, Amazon, Alexa, what have you, web browser. But thank you I appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening to this. But I do have one more thing to say. This is a completely different topic, and I was thinking about this. If you were in a life-threatening situation, if you were, of course, now I'm not a parent. I'm sure a lot of parents that have kids would, if it's a life-threatening situation, they would do anything for their kid. Completely understandable. Moms, dads, what have you. Here's an interesting situation. What if your husband or your significant other was in danger and the children were in danger? Ladies, which one would you take? You got your husband there, your children there. Which one would you take the bullet for first? You got to really think about that. I was thinking about this all this week. It's like, it's a very interesting question. I'm sure, and I'm not saying it's man or woman or anything like that. I'm just saying it's an interesting question on a dilemma that I don't know what to say, but what if the criminal it's a life or death situation. The criminal is going. I mean, this is hypothetical, but if the criminal is shooting his gun, the husband's there, the significant other's there, the children are there. Which bullet would you take? Would you take for first, the husband or the children? That's a hard one. But everybody has I mean, I'm not going to answer. I mean, you can answer for yourself. That's all I'm going to tell you. Now, with that out of the way, and also I'm not going to forget the boxing match between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. I told you last episode who's my pick on July 29th. I'm looking forward to that fight. I'm picking Terrence Crawford to win a very close fight or a draw. I might be talking about more of that next week. And with that, now I ran out of words. So thank you for listening to the Shawn 1113 Cast Show. Stay cool out there. Pace yourself. And always stay encouraged no matter what.